Welcome back everybody, Hoang Zero here, and today I have a brand new deck profile for you featuring Kuzuha from EX4. This deck list features it's turboing into Kuzuha using the green plugin, and then it has a little bit of an extra surprise towards the end that makes your top end a lot more powerful than a lot of your opponents may give you credit for. And so using this deck, you have a bit of board expansion, a lot of removal to go with it. So without further ado, let's get started. To kick us off, we're going to talk about the 4 Digitama that you do run. You do play the 4 Viximon. Viximon once per turn. When you use an option card with a cost of 2 or more, draw 1. So unlike the Venusmon 4-grade Dragon deck we posted yesterday, this deck actually is able to efficiently use this egg just because you have the plugins, you have so many boosts, you have a lot of other options as well. So Viximon will be able to net you a lot of additional value throughout the course of the game. So by far, this is your best egg. Going into our level 3 lineup, we do play 2 of the BT10 Renamon. On play, reveal top 4 cards of your deck, add 1 option card with plugin in its name, and 1 yellow tamer among them to your hand, bot deck the rest, and then it's ESS. Once per turn, when you use an option with a cost of 2 or more, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2k DP for the turn. So this Renamon, I mean, yes, it increases the consistency of finding your plugs and tamers, and the ESS is not too shabby with the minus 2k, but overall in the grand scheme of things, this is probably the weakest of the Renamon that you do run. We don't count BT4 Renamon because that one is on play security attack minus, not really great, but definitely this Renamon will help you bump a little bit of your consistency, especially when you're trying to find those plugins to help extend the combos. And then next we do play 4 of the EX2 Renamon. This Renamon is on play, reveal top 4 cards of your deck, add 1 card with Kyubi, Tao, or Sakuya in its name to your hand, and 1 Rika, but we don't run Rika, to your hand, bot deck the rest, and then it's ESS. Once per turn, when you use an option card with 2 or more memory, cost 2 or more, gain 1 memory. So this Renamon is definitely one of the better Renamons that you can run. The on-play will grab almost every single piece in your deck because the Kyubimons, the Taomons, and then their alternatives, the Yoko, Do, and Kuzuha, all share the same name, so you are able to grab them. And then it's ESS to gain additional memory when you play an option. It lets you keep turn very, very often. It's a huge combo piece, especially. And then now our new EX4 Renamon. It is a yellow-blue, 1 cost over both. However, from Viximon, it does cost 0. On play until the end of your opponent's turn, 2 of your opponent's Digimon of 4,000 DP or less cannot attack. And then it's ESS, when you use an option card with cost 2 or more, gain a memory. So, unlike the EX2 Renamon, where that's bumping up your consistency, this one is giving you more control elements. It's very easy to push your opponent into specific DP thresholds to try and stun them out. And then that ESS, that amazing ESS, we're getting more of that. So essentially 8 copies of it is really powerful. I think going into our level 4s, we do play the 1 Shortmon. Shortmon is a 3 cost, 1 cost Evo, and that's basically it. It's just vanilla, right? But the thing about Shortmon is, number 1 cost Evo is absolutely fantastic. Being able to turbo into your combo, where a lot of your power lies, is completely fine. Not to mention that if you're in a situation where you can go hard slam Shortmon, Evo into BT10 Taomon, cast plugin, go into Kuzuha go into Winray, and then Winray into Ruin mode. And that's an insane combo that you can pull off right there and then, and that is a 6 memory combo, go all the way into a level 7. So Shortmon has a lot of utility not only in climbing, but also in recovery plays. You can arguably play a Kazumon in this slot, but at the moment you evolve over your Tamer, that turns off your plugins, and that also turns off your win rate. So a Shortmon, to me, is a much better recovery play. If you need additional offensive pressure, then yes, the hybrid totally works, but you could also entertain things like the Kaiser Nail build with your Kuzuha, or a red plugin plus Sakuyamon. Our other level 4s that we do play, we play 4 of the BT10 Kyubimon. It's when Digivolving, you may activate one of the following effects below. Return 1 option card with plugin from your trash to your hand, so a bit of recursion. And then by trashing 1 option card with plugin in its name from your hand, draw 2. So not only does this give us additional recursion to grab our green plugins, which are such an important extender, but also it gives us the ability to filter. So using your Rena plus Vixie combo, which you can go ahead and do, is you can go pull Renamon out. Okay, now you go green plug Evo Kyubimon, Viximon trigger draw off the green plug, and then Kyubimon on Digivolve, grab back that green plug, and then you pop off again. And then we do play 4 Yokomon. Yokomon is 3 costs over blue and yellow, but 2 costs over Renamon. The name of this Digimon is also treated as Kyubimon, and on play /when Digivolving until the end of your opponent's turn, one of your Digimon gains blocker. ESS, your turn, once per turn, when you use an option card with a cost of 2 or more, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2,000 DP. So this is giving us a bit of additional defensive utility because it can also target itself or your larger stacks, including your Ruin mode stack. So you can go Kuzuha, play out Yokomon, target Kuzuha, gain blocker, Evo, Ruin Mode. Now Ruin Mode is a blocker. If they pop the Ruin Mode, then you get some additional value. And then that minus 2k DP can help extend some of your DP push. And then we play, going to our level 5, we do play 4 Talmon, 3 cost over yellow level 4. When Digivolving, you may play and plug in from your hand for free without paying its cost or meeting its color requirements. So this is really important because this means you don't need a tamer in order to cast your green plugin, specifically when using this Talmon. So with this Talmon, you go Evo Talmon, green plug, Evo Kuzuha, play win rate, and then go Ruin Mode. If you haven't noticed yet, the entire concept of this deck is just to turbo into Ruin Mode as fast as possible, just because that is how powerful Ruin Mode really is. This Talmon is a fantastic way to extend your turn without expending too much memory. And using the entire setup, if you have a level 4 and back plus 3 memory and a tamer, so if you have TK, you're going to start at 3 memory guarantee, 4 and back, Evo Talmon, and you can go all the way into Ruin Mode almost without passing turn DB. It's actually kind of insane. And then we do have Domon. Domon is 3 cost over Cubimon, otherwise it's 4 cost over blue or yellow. And then it's going to be on play. Oops, give me a sec, guys. Sorry. It's on play / when Digivolving. Return one of your opponent's Digimon with 6,000 DP or less to the owner's hand. ESS, when you use an option card with a cost of 2 or more, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2,000 DP. So it's very easy to put your opponent into a threshold where the Domon will actually get the bounce off. Between Domon, and you'll get minus 4,000 DP alone. That means anything with 10,000 DP or less will get pushed into the Domon range, on top of Ruin Mode possibly extending the additional DP. Or Renamon, for example, as well. You can probably net something just bouncing your opponent straight out. So Domon plus QB, Domon plus Yoko plus BT10 Renamon is enough to bounce a 12k DP Digimon. And with Ruin Mode, minus 5k applied, you can make that even easier. We do play 2 Venusmon, 4 cost over yellow level 5. When Digivolving, all of your opponent's Digimon get security attack minus 1 till the end of your opponent's turn. In opponent's turn, all of your opponent's Digimon with security attack plus or minus cannot attack this Digimon and cannot activate when attacking and when Digivolving effects. So the really big thing about Venusmon is in this deck, it's very easy to get out an additional body to Venus on top of. So you can go Kuzuha, play out Domon, playing one of your other options, and then that Domon or Talmon, for example, can turn into Venusmon. So now you have a Kuzuha stack that can go into Ruin Mode, plus a Venus stack that's turning off your opponent's turn. So you can go with the Kuzuha stack, make it a second stack, go into Venusmon, that buys you a turn, and then the following turn you can go into Ruin Mode. So Venusmon is a fantastic accompaniment to this deck. And then we do play the 4 Kuzuha. It's 3 costs over blue and yellow. This Digimon is treated as Sakuyamon. With Digivolving, you may use an option card with a cost of 5 or less from your hand without paying the cost, so all of your options in this deck are valid. Your turn, once per turn, when you use an option with a cost of 2 or more, you may play 1 Talmon or 1 level 4 lower yellow or blue Digimon from this card's source without paying the cost. So again, literally everything from your 5 and below are all viable targets. You need a level 3 to extend off to maybe draw additional 2 cards. Cool. You need a Yokomon gain blocker, totally fine. Domon bounce, well alrighty then. You can go Kuzuha, play out a level 4, go into Talmon, play plug-in, and then pop off there as well. And then we do play the 3 Ruin Mode. Ruin Mode is 4 cost from Shine, otherwise it's 5 cost for the rest of your cards. When Digivolving / on deletion until the end of your opponent's next turn, all of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 5,000 DP. So even if they were to pull out of Raising, they will be affected by this minus 5,000 DP. End of attack, delete this Digimon and one of your opponent's Digimon and heal 1. Then you have Tamer in play, hatch a new Digi-Egg. So when Digivolving, get the minus 5,000 DP. If you go into, if you manage to go for the win rate level, when you go for the win rate play, Ruin Mode becomes a 1 cost evolution. So if you're able to retain turn on Ruin Mode, that means you can win Digivolving. You can go minus 5,000 DP, keep turn with win rate, swing, pop, minus 10,000 DP to your opponent's turn, and this effectively turns off your opponent's entire turn because almost every level 5, I believe, except for a few exceptions, cannot move out of Raising. So basically you just stop your opponent outright, and then so that forces them to go into a 6 in Raising if they want to play around this. That does mean, however, they're going to likely whiff under Wind Digivolving effect. So Ruin Mode is really powerful. And if you manage to keep turn on the end of attack and hatch a new egg, then you can continue setting up a new stack, and that new stack can go off again on the following turn. Now we do play 4 of the green plugin. Green plugin is a 2 cost, but if you have a tamer in play, you can use this without meeting its color requirement. Main effect, draw 1, and then digivolve one of your Digimon into a Digimon from your hand with a cost of 3 or less. And then in security effect, reveal top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 Digimon among them to your hand, and then add this plugin to your hand. So this is your main enabler, right? This is what's allowing you to speed into your top ends very, very quickly, going into your Kuzuha for cheaper, and then to your Ruin mode. Maybe you need to just draw cards because it's a free cycle as well on the 2 cost. It's just a very potent, powerful card overall. And then we play 2 win rate. Win rate is if a 2 cost white option, but if you have a tamer in play, you can ignore color requirements. Main effect, the next time one of your Digimon digivolves this turn, you may trash 1 Digimon card in your hand of the same color as a digivolving Digimon to reduce the memory cost of the evolution by 4. So with the win rate, that does mean you can go into Ruin mode without passing turn. So the combo is you have level 4 with memory gain ESS underneath, okay? You have 3 memory from your TK. And then you pull out your level 4, you go Evo Taomon, okay? Taomon Evo play green plugin draw, green plugin Evo into Kuzuha. Kuzuhamon play win rate for free. Kuzuhamon second effect resolve, play out the Domon, okay? Gain a memory from the Renamon ESS, okay? Now you're at 1 additional memory, you played the win rate for free. Evo Ruin mode for 1 because it is win rate reduces it by 4 cost, and then you can now win digivolving, Ruin mode effect, win attacking, end of turn, end of attack, pop it, okay, minus 10,000 DP has been applied, hatch a new egg, build back in the back, Evo your second stack into another Kuzuha if you wish. You can also go into a Venus play. There's a lot of different routes that you can take with this, but the win rate opens up so much for the deck. And we do play 2 Blastfire. Blastfire, 4 costs, change the original DP of one of your opponent's Digimon at 3,000 until the end of your opponent's next turn. So with Blastfire, what you can go ahead and do is Kuzuhamon, Blastfire, target your opponent's big stack, and then apply the minus DP from Yoko, Do, or BT10 Renamon, and that will automatically kill any, basically any stack. So Blastfire is just a super potent way to remove stacks. Note it doesn't have a security effect. If you want something with a security effect, you can entertain something like a Megalo Spark. We play 3 yellow memory boosts. Consistency is king. 3 cost, reveal top 4. Add a yellow Digimon card from them to your hand. Bot deck the rest, and then you can cash this in later, gain 2 memory. So this is a very easy way to proc your Renamon ESSs, Kuzuhamon if you want to get some additional value. Search out for your Kuzuhas, Venuses, ShineGreymon, Ruin modes. It's just a really fantastic consistency bumper. And then we play the 4 TK because you need your tamers in order to play the win rate and the green plugins consistently. Start a turn, go to 3 memory if you're 2 or less. On play, check your security stack, reveal 1 card, add it to your hand. If it's a yellow, heal 1. So basically, it's just it's just your best way of increasing consistency. You could play the Rika, but with Rika, it's kind of aight, just because you're really not looking to swing out earlier. You're just looking to get into your combo as much as possible and establish that control element. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope this video was informative and entertaining. If you have some success with this list, let me know down below in the comments. And thanks. Peace.